Hey, what's up and welcome. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. We are continuing with React and Next.js WhatsApp Web UI clone. Okay, this is where we are and this is where we want to go. Okay, in this video, we are going to design this section. Okay, let's say this section and this one, since I think we're not going to take too much time. Okay, so let's say we are designing the header part of this user interface. As I've promised that we are going to use hero icons. Okay, remember we said we are going to use hero icons. Okay, the only drawback or something that I've just noticed with hero icons, maybe I'm still new in it, maybe I don't know how it functions, okay, or how it works, but at the moment I just noticed that it doesn't have all these icons that we want. So in the meantime, we are going to replace it with some sort of generic icons, and then I am going to create these icons myself using Figma so that our clone can be 100%, not something like it. Imagine when we are saying we have made a clone of this, and then this looks like something else and this looks like something else. Obviously it will take away from our craft. Okay, but for the sake of learning and continuing with the tutorial, since this is not a graphic design course, we are going to use any icons for now. Okay, and then later I'm going to create these icons and then we are going to replace them. Okay, and then this is hero icons. Okay, these hero icons. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, now what we want to do first, we want to get a color that looks like this one, some sort of this light gray or something. So let's quickly do that. Okay, so here background gray, let's say 100, and see how it is. Okay, how light is. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, looks like it. Let's make it background gray 100. Okay, I'm happy with it. Okay, so what we are going to do now, remember in the previous video we created a component, and that component was responsible for rendering icons for us. How it was doing that, it was taking a prop here, and then also in that prop it will look for the D of that prop. Okay, let's just make a quick example so that in case you didn't watch my previous video, so that you can have an idea of what's going on here. Let's just use this component to add an icon. Okay, that will mean we first need to import this component. Okay, go back here. Okay, import shift icon. Okay, still have to type C. Okay, so let me try to run away from anything that will cause me to type the letter C, because it doesn't work on my keyboard. So let me just say this is SVG. Okay, my apologies for the inconsistency. As a programmer, you are supposed to be consistent. If this is an icon, when you are importing it, import it as an icon. Okay, name it as an icon and continue with that, because your code will be confusing. But remember, I told you that my keyboard key C doesn't work, so it gives me a tough time. Okay, so that's why I'm writing there, typing there SVG. Import SVG from, okay, from what, from, let's say, dot / and then components, and then from there icon. Okay, remember I told you on the previous video, first of all, before you know where you are importing things from this path, you must know where you are. So if I am here on page, so when I'm saying dot / I'm moving one folder up, and that one folder up, it's what? It's app. And then inside app, I'm looking for component. Inside component, I'm looking for icon.jsx. Okay, so now I've imported that SVG. Okay, rendering component. Okay, that means it renders the icons for us. So what I want to do inside this gray, the first gray part of it, Okay, and which one is it? It's this one. That means this is that left header. Inside it, let's render the SVG. Okay. Okay, obviously now we didn't give it some sort of properties, so suppose there is nothing. Okay, as you can see, there is nothing. So let's go to hero icon. Let's look for the moon. The moon icon. Okay, here is the moon icon. Copy JSX. Okay, so the idea here behind this component. Okay, let me paste this here. So this component icon JSX component is React component. What it does, it renders something like this as it is, but it only doesn't render, or it doesn't contain this path. Okay, this path is the one that we must define when we are declaring that component. So once we've declared that component, we need to tell it that it must have this path. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so meaning that whenever we create this element, this path will be inserted here via prop, and inside prop we can get it. So this D will be replaced by that path. Okay, let's see now. Okay, as you can see, here is the moon. Okay, as you can see, the moon, it's an outline here, so we can go to hero icons and see okay, this is the outline stroke. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I see, this is my mistake. As you can see, on the fill I have got on the fill I've got red. I think on the fill we're supposed to have nothing. If we want to change the color, we might change it on stroke. Okay, let's say stroke red. Okay, not the fill. Okay, let's see. So this means this component, maybe I edited this component. Okay, but let's see now. Okay, as you can see that we've got now the outline to be red, but on the fill we've got a black line. Not a problem. Okay, what we are going to do, let's go back here and let's copy this JSX again, and then what we are going to do, we are going to paste this JSX here, and let's look at the fill. As you can see, the fill must be none if you don't want to show the fill color. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, as you can see, now this is what we are looking for. Okay, as you can see, let me just quickly explain. We've got a component, a standalone component. The main focus or the function of this component is to render SVGs, is to render our icons. So it has got a general SVG tag. Okay, in that SVG tag, the only thing that it changes is this D. It gets this D from these props. Okay, this is this prop, it comes as a, what's this array? Sorry for that. This is sort of a famous array. This is not something that I'm supposed to forget. It's not a JSON array. Okay, this is a JSON array. So when we are saying prop.d, we are saying in that JSON array we want the key D, and then inside this key D, the value that is inside that key will be replaced here. Okay, so meaning that if we want to, we can also get another icon. Let's look for these three dots here so that we can render those three dots. Okay, let's just go back here. Okay, go back, go down until we see the three dots. If you see the three dots, please let me know. Okay, here are the three dots. Okay, let's copy this. What we want from these paths, from this SVG, we only want the paths. Okay, let's see, this is the only part that we want. Let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, and then let's copy this path, delete this SVG, and paste this path here. Okay, let's see. As you can see, here are the 3 dots. Okay, now guys, let's try to be smart, or at least apply good programming practices. Okay, so that this can be better or cleaner than this. Okay, so as you can see that we are able to change the path. Okay, we are also interested in changing the color. Okay, so meaning that we might have the color here. Okay, this color name will give me a tough time. I will always have to type C. Okay, the keyword C, the keyboard key C. Okay, so let's change it to fill instead of the color. Okay, let's change this prop to fill. So we want this not fill, sorry, stroke. Okay, that means this is the color of the stroke. Sorry about that. Okay, we want this one to be red, and we want this one to be blue. Okay, as you can see now, we are passing another prop here specifically for this icon, and also another prop with a different value here for this icon. However, because we are not receiving those prop, nothing will change here. Okay, until we receive those prop and use them, meaning that we already got them here. We just have to use the dot method to get them. Okay, so what we can do, we can copy this. On the stroke, instead of red, we can replace it with this. Okay, prop dot stroke. Okay, and then let's see. As you can see, this one is red and this one is blue. Okay, what we want to do, we want to make it gray. Okay, yes, gray. Where do we go? Okay, this is where we need to go. Okay, and then let's make it gray, and let's make it gray. Okay, let's see. That is it. Okay, guys, I hope you get the idea of this component rendering icons for us. And that's about it. Okay, so enough about that. Now let's go to the layout. Okay, so what we want to do here, as you can see, we've got 2 elements. Okay, we've got 2 UI elements. It's the image and a collection of icons. So it's 2 of them, and there is a gap between them. So let's do it like that. The only thing that we are going to do, we are going to take these icons and we group them in an element so that we can change its layout. Okay, this is how we're gonna do that. Okay, this is how we are gonna do that. We are grouping those elements, okay, the icons, so that we can have one element there. As you can see, nothing changed. Now let's change the layout of these. Instead of being stacked one on top of each other, they could be aligned one next to each other. So let's just copy this. I think this is what we need to copy. Okay, and then from there, we don't want to change the background, we just want a display of flex. This is Tailwind CSS. Let's see what will happen. As you can see, now they are inside one thing and they are displayed like one next to the other. Okay, so what we want to do now that we are done with that, and then we need to add that image, okay, which is this image. Okay, this image. Okay, so we will have to go to Gmail, and then images, and then profile picture. Okay, and then here we'll just save any image, and then we continue with it. Okay, which one can we use? Okay, let's just choose this one. Okay, let's just choose this one. This looks like a actual profile. Okay, let's just choose this one, save image as. Okay, then let's save it to the the actual folder. Okay, the actual WhatsApp web UI folder. It's taking some time. Let's be patient, and then we're going to go to document. Oh, we are already here. Public is test. Okay, let's replace this profile pic. Okay, let's replace that profile pic. Let's see. Okay, public test profile pic. Okay, not a problem. So what we want to do now, we want to add, okay, this is a collection of icons. Before that, we want to add the image. Okay, funny enough, the JSX image has a closing tag. Remember, the HTML doesn't have a closing tag. You don't close an HTML tag, but the JSX image tag, you'll have to close it. It has got a corresponding closing tag. Okay, that's just the way it is. Okay, so what we want to do now, we want to change the src. For this, we want to point to test dot profile dot jpg. Okay, let's see if we have managed to some sort of go to this file, profile.jpg. Yes, let's see. Yes, we have managed. Here is the image. Okay, as you can see that the image and these icons, they are stacked like one on top of each other. Let's change that by going to the parent container, which is this one. Let's just type flex here. Okay, this is Tailwind CSS. Let's go back. As you can see, now they are next to each other. Okay, what we want to do now, we want to go to our SR image, and we want to we want to put a class, and we want to style it. Okay, so we can put the class name there. The first thing that we want the height of let's see, let's say 20, and the width of 20. Let's see if, yeah, there is a width of 20. Let's see. Okay, have you noticed that the proportion of the image has changed? Because naturally this image was not in this proportion. This side, the bottom side, was not equal to the right side. Like the proportion was not like this, but we have changed the proportion. That is not a problem. Let's quickly fix that. Okay, so what we want to do, we need to some sort of tell the image container that we want to work with the proportion of the image irrespective of the width and height of this image container. Now we want to work with the actual image. Okay, we are going to use a property called object fit. Okay, let's see, space object, let's click cover. Okay, let's see. As you can see now, this image takes that original proportion. Okay, irrespective of these dimensions. Okay, now we are happy with that, and what we want to make a circle. Okay, that image must be some sort of a circle to make it circular. Okay, let's say round. I think it's rounded. Okay, let me say sorry, cover space rounded full. Okay, As you can see, guys, we are styling our user interface without even going to the CSS section of it. So this is Tailwind CSS. So now if we had 20 here, I think if we have 15 or 10, that might work well. Let's make a half of it. Let's make it 10. Okay, let's see. Almost like it. Yeah, almost like it. Okay, and then now, as you can see, these items they are arranged in such a way that they reach the edge. Okay, so we need to work on this container to tell them that to be centered. Okay, so let's go to the actual container. I think what color is it? I think it's a gray container, which is this one. It's already flexed. Yes. Let's check on align, not align, items center. Okay, we are aligning the items center. Okay, that means these items must be at the center. As you can see now, these items are at the center. Okay, now what we want a big space between these items, something like this gap. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to say, I think it's justify between. Okay, let's see when we've applied justify between. As you can see now, these elements, they are some sort of being pushed to the edges so that it can leave some sort of a big space between. Okay, so what we are going to do, okay, let's work on the padding. Okay, so let's work on the padding here, padding left, and a bigger padding right. Okay, the other thing that I must check, let me check the time if this tutorial is not longer. Okay, now it's becoming longer. So what we are going to do, I think let's do this side first, and then on the next video we'll continue with this side. As you can see, I don't want this tutorial to be more than 30 minutes. Okay, so let's quickly do that. Padding left and the padding right. Okay, let's click here, padding left, let's say padding left of 10. Okay, let's see how big is that. Padding left of 10, it's too much. Maybe it can be a padding left of 10. Okay, let's say padding right of 10 was too much. Let's say 8 here, and then here padding left of 4. Let's see. Okay, this is padding left of 4. Okay, and this is, okay, this one and this one might be better, but this one is a little bit, so 4, it's a bit better. Let's say 3. Okay, and then here on 8, do we have 9? Okay, hope we have 9. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, as you can see now, we have this and we have these, and I think this space is a little bit bigger than this one. As you can see, this one ends almost like here, and this one ends almost like here, not here. Okay, let's increase that green section. The width is 96. Let's make it a little bit bigger. The width is 96. That's how big it can be. Okay, that's how big it can be. Now let's try a custom pixel. Let me make it 300 pixels. So this is how you do your own custom size. Okay, instead of putting that dash whatever, so you just put square bracket and you put your own width. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that means this is 300. Let's make it 4. Let's see, with 400. It's a green one. Okay, I'm not sure if it's increasing. I can't tell. Let me put 600. Okay, yeah, as you can see, okay, it's increasing. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, I think now it's more like equal. Okay, but my icons are not too much. That means I've got less icons. Okay, but I think now it's almost like the same. Okay, almost like the same. Guys, as you can see, this is where we are, and obviously this tutorial is almost approaching 30 minutes. I don't like to make a longer video. In the next video we are going to continue with this, and also we are going to clean this a little bit. What we are going to do, we are going to create an array, in fact a JSON array that will only contain the paths. Okay, these paths are supposed to be on the JSON array. Okay, and then in terms of the colors, we will put the colors like this one. Okay, otherwise Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, guys. I want to reach at least 200 subscribers by the end of the month, so I'm relying on you for your support, and thank you so much for passing by. I hope you are learning something from this tutorial. Also, I can't wait for somebody commenting on my channel to say that I got a job, or I have created my own project from learning from your YouTube coding channel and also YouTube tutorial. As you can see, I'm sitting in 140. Thank you so much. Please, let's push. Please share my content on your social media, Facebook and Instagram and all other platforms, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.